Well, everybody, Papa Todd. Here we go again, right? The Caitlyn Clark statements today regarding trans and avoiding the question, which she did avoid the question, and I'm not disappointed by that. Now, I would love it. I'm on the I'm on the pro, what is it? Anti-biological men playing in women's sports. That's my side. Okay, I'm with like 90% of the freaking public on that, so I don't think it's a weird, outlandish statement unless I walk into any WNBA setting, at which point apparently I'm a Hitler. Now, Caitlyn Clark's statement. She came out and she just said, and exactly what she always says when it comes to political matters, and that is, I don't want anything to do with it. I want to focus on basketball. That's it. I don't know what anybody expected her to say, right? Come out and take a stance. Why would she take a stance when all that's going to do is damned if she does and damned if she doesn't, right? Look at what she did with the racism thing. She comes out multiple times, over and over. I'm against it. You're not my fans. Leave me alone. Go away if you're a racist and doing all this kind of stuff, especially if you're using my name, right? And what happens to her for that? She keeps getting attacked more and more because it's not enough. It's never enough. Elle Duncan, stop, right? Well, what if she goes the other way? Well, I support people who support me, and even if they're racist. Well, you can't say that, right? No, she would get massacred. So where does this young woman win? Right? She doesn't win. She has taken the classiest way to not divide. This WNBA is one step away from complete disintegration because they're ready to just take on this culture war that they can't fucking win. They can't win it. They'll just disappear into relative obscurity again, right? They won't win it if they go into it. Now, cut away from that. So I fully support what Caitlyn said. She doesn't need to become a political activist on either side. She's a Catholic girl from the Midwest, conservative family anyway, or conservative values, traditional values. So even though people tend to surmise this because she brought this privilege thing up a couple years ago, she's not a screaming liberal, guys. She's just not. Now, is she a conservative? No, she's probably right in the middle. She probably leans liberal. She probably does. She's a 24-year-old girl in the WNBA. But I love the fact I don't know her political stances. I think it's awesome because I'm getting sick and tired of everybody's knowing everybody's political stances. Now, Sophie Cunningham, let's go to that. So there's people that are going to be outraged. I saw a headline and it was just like outrage that Caitlyn Clark, God, I couldn't wait to get home, watch a little clip to see what was talking about. So I'm talking about this. I've seen a clip of about 20 seconds. And where did I see that? It was on Black and White Sports 2, Larry Rhodes. So shout out to Larry. Go to his, like and subscribe his page if you haven't done that already. If you haven't done it already with me, like and subscribe to mine, by the way, too. But Larry Rhodes, that's who I clicked on today. But there are people, he's not one of them, but there are people apparently that are outraged that Caitlyn's not taking up a banner for all this kind of stuff. Well, why should she have to? Right? That's between her and Sophie. Now, would I have appreciated a little bit for her to stand up? Now, she could have done right down the middle of the road too and said, yes, I fully support Sophie having a stance and saying whatever she believes just as much as I support Cheryl Reeve and her stance and taking it. She could have done that, gone right down the middle and just said, you know what, I support people's rights to say things. I also support people's rights to shut the hell up, which I'm doing. Right? Absolutely support that. Now, let's go on, because in the Rhodes video in Black and White Sports 2, I go on and then I see the clip from Natalie Nakase. How do these people get in the positions they're in? Sometimes it's baffling. How do you become a head coach of a sport and you say sports is about inclusivity? What? In what sport are you? No, it's not. It's about people fighting each other for the job. It's the survival of the fittest. It's who gets the best. Unless you believe in the whole thing and everybody should get a participation trophy, and that everybody gets to play. It doesn't matter about wins. Wins and losses doesn't matter. Well, guess what? You just took away the whole basis for sport. It's about winning and losing. That is what it's about. How they walk amongst us. They walk amongst us. These idiots. I mean, Jesus. I thought this Natalie Nakase seemed like a reasonable person, but then I listened to that sports is always about being inclusive and being who you are and sharing that with that is not what sports is about. I don't watch it so I can watch somebody dressing like a cross-dresser, swinging around half naked and acting like a damn fool. That's not what I do it for, right? I watch sports for competition to see excellence. That's what I watch. This WNBA is trying to make it about a political agenda once and for all. That's it. My God. Shut up. And for those of you screaming about Caitline not taking one stance or the other, you're all welcome to your opinion too. I myself, I won't. I will applaud Sophie for standing up because that takes a lot of courage to do what Sophie's doing. What Caitlin's doing in this stance is no, it's not courageous to say what she's doing. Does she need to be courageous for this? I think she takes enough heat for everything else and bullshit and stays right in the middle, and she goes out there despite everybody in that league treating her like dirt. That's her stance. Her stance is for the sport. It's for the league. She's trying to save the fucking league. So, once and for all, lay off. Just stop it with all the nonsense. And Natalie Nakase, God, you lost me with that one. You really are a bozo too. Papa Todd out.